Guys, when we usually think about SmackDown Live, what do we think? A breath of fresh air from Monday Night Raw. Because Monday Night Raw is usually filled with illogical, disgusting, disastrous booking. One segment that makes sense, that we care about, right? That is what Monday Night Raw means to us in a nutshell. So, SmackDown usually is a big, huge sigh of relief. Like, we just can't wait to tune in. I mean, there's Samoa Joe, there's AJ Styles, there's Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, all those guys, right? And their rivalries, Jeff Hardy, amongst others. And they all get a piece of the pie. Tag team champions, tag team matches, all that stuff. Daniel Bryan, galore. WWE gives us on Tuesdays. And usually it's a much more positive review here on the channel on Tuesdays. Anybody that's been following me for quite some time knows that. Well, tonight, SmackDown Live was one of those shows where it was like something good happened, then something we didn't care about happened. Something good happened, then something we didn't care about happened. It went back and forth all night long. I mean, seriously. And if we cared about two segments back to back, they really should have been flip-flopped. I mean, seriously. Take, for instance, Carmella and Becky Lynch and the WWE Championship contract signing. Now, no question, Ms. and Mrs. went on last to promote the show that came on right after SmackDown Live. Now, quite frankly, in all honesty, the WWE Championship contract signing should have went on last in everybody's opinion as far as wrestling fans' eyes. But that's the real reason why that went on last, Miz and Maurice and Daniel Bryan. AJ Styles and the contract signing should have went on after Carmella and Becky Lynch. Storyline-wise, no business than Carmella and Becky Lynch. For how people care about the Women's Championship on SmackDown right now, that didn't have any reason going on after. Absolutely not. Now, as far as the WWE Championship is concerned, Samoa Joe being the number one contender for the WWE Championship, it will be a knockdown, drag-out affair at SummerSlam. It will be a classic at SummerSlam. And if there's one thing that AJ Styles said that is right on the money, 100% true and accurate, the WWE Championship is the most important main championship in all of WWE today, bar none. And it's not getting treated great enough. It's not. I mean, ever since AJ Styles has been champion, it has not main evented one pay-per-view. Not one. I think everybody out there on the internet and everybody that's watching this right now can agree with me on that. That it's not being treated justly. And that it is a miscarriage of justice at that. That it's not been a main event. Now, the fact that James Ellsworth is gone, I couldn't be happier that James Ellsworth is nah, hey, goodbye. You know, at first I was okay with it, right? It was all right. James Ellsworth, sayonara, fantastic. At first, him being back in WWE, yeah, added some more to the storyline. Thought it might help it out a little bit. But in the long run, did it advance the storyline to make it more intriguing? Not a whole lot. So it's time to move on your way. And now, I think we can all agree that sooner rather than later, Carmella is going to drop that title. Now, for all of you, though, that think that Carmella is going to automatically drop it at SummerSlam, don't think that WWE will automatically pull the trigger and have Becky Lynch beat Carmella at SummerSlam just like that. Because you know they will have a rivalry past SummerSlam going into September, whatever pay-per-view that is, Night of Champions or whatever it is, Night of Champions or Hell in a Cell, one of the two. I know it's one of those pay-per-views. They'll have a match. It'll carry on. And you know WWE, they like to retain championships and have the challenger gain the championship at the B or C level pay-per-view. So don't think that Carmella is going to drop it just because James Ellsworth isn't in her corner now. Okay? Don't get that in your head, fans. Now, speaking of the women's division, Billie Kay took on Asuka tonight. Asuka claims once again that Billie Kay's not ready for Asuka. Okay. All right, wrestling fans. All right, Asuka. Billie Kay's not ready for you. All right. Billie Kay and the Iconics, you know, they said, well, we beat Asuka the first defeat on SmackDown. Right? And they started making fun of Asuka a little bit in their promo. Let me tell you. Some fans might get a little upset about that. WWE has done everything they can to make it where Asuka looks horrible. I mean, horrible. I mean, just watered down. I don't care if she got the win tonight or not. Asuka, since she's come to the main roster and over on SmackDown, she is more watered down than ever. There's no other way that I can describe that. But does WWE care? Of course not. You all let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below. I didn't see anything wrong with what the Iconics said about Asuka because, quite frankly, they spoke the truth about her. And WWE's made Asuka that way. Randy Orton. If there's one rivalry that has went from here to here instantly, it is Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And that's been all because Randy Orton took a heel turn. I don't care who it's with. I don't care what Randy Orton says, what kind of promo he cuts. Randy Orton as a heel is instant money. Randy Orton as a heel is gold. Puts butts in the seats, makes me want to turn the television on and watch his segment. Much better than a babyface. I think a lot of us fans would agree with that. Yeah, he says it's all of us. It's our fault that he's the way he is right now. That we are the legend killer. He's not. And, Jeff Hardy will be finished once Randy Orton's finished with him. Great stuff in the opening segment. Shinsuke Nakamura had a response to it. Look, anything Nakamura says these days is downright hilarious. And, he pretty much said that he's going to strike back. So, Randy Orton needs to watch out. Good stuff by Shinsuke Nakamura tonight. Rusev versus Andrade Cien Almas. As far as the Rusev Day character, it's not gone. Rusev Day will be with Rusev by himself. But as far as Rusev and Aiden English, that is slowly but surely coming to an end. And I think at SummerSlam, we're going to see Rusev versus Aiden English. And quite frankly, that sucks. I'm just going to tell you, that sucks. Rusev was magic with Aiden English. Because Aiden English, with how he announced Rusev, was just great. And it's a shame that they're splitting ways slowly but surely. I really feel that way about it. But, WWE makes that decision about great things every once in a while that really work, that organically get over with the wrestling fans, that they don't want to get over. So it looks like sooner rather than later, it's just going to be Rusev and Lana again. I just hope Lana doesn't go back to her Russian accent. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. A tag team tournament. A tag team tournament. Now, Sanity took on the New Day tonight, and the winners of this matchup, that matchup, would take on the winners of We Are the Bar. The Bar and the Usos. Now, y'all remember that rivalry, that great rivalry between the Usos and the New Day. They had some classic, epic matches. I mean, some epic matches. I think everybody in the WWE universe knows where this is headed. We all know where this is headed. The New Day versus the Usos. We haven't seen the Bar in how many weeks now? Month and a half, 2 months? Now, WWE could put a spin on it and let the Bar win. And we see the Bar 2 weeks. And we see the Bar, I don't know, defeat the New Day. Or we could see the New Day defeat the Bar and we see the New Day go after the tag titles against the Bludgeon Brothers, in which the Bludgeon Brothers would defeat the New Day at SummerSlam. Because the New Day will not defeat the Bludgeon Brothers. But, the epic tag team championship rivalry between the Usos and the New Day that everybody talked about. The writing is on the wall for the Usos to beat the Bar next week. And then WWE to just pick up a quick rating. Boom. Quick rating, pop a rating by having the Usos take on the New Day to determine who goes to face the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam. And then, of course, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Those two things on the last week before SummerSlam only makes sense. The problem is, you bring up sanity. You bring up sanity. And what do you do with them? Practically nothing. Practically nothing. What is more important, WWE? What is more important, wrestling fans? Building and nurturing and growing a tag team for the future, no matter how much or how little you care about your tag team division. Building up this tag team, or any tag team, or 1 week rating. See, for me, in my eyes, you take sanity and you take them on a path of destruction. All the way through the New Day, all the way through the Usos. You take them to SummerSlam, whether you have them beat the Bludgeon Brothers or it's a screw type finish, disqualification, double count out, or the Bludgeon Brothers win, or Sanity wins something. You make both teams look dominant, or you make the Sanity look dominant. Some form or fashion, Sanity looks awesome in that contest. And you continue to make them mow down the tag teams on SmackDown Live. Some that you're not even using on SmackDown Live that you bring up, even if you use jobber tag teams for a few weeks until they eventually get the tag team championship. Doesn't that make sense? Instead, you're using the tournament so you can have the last week of it for 1 week of a rating. That's it. Absolutely horrible. In my eyes, in this instance, I like that you are having a tag team tournament. I don't like how you are treating it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to like the tag team match between the Usos and the New Day because that's the direction that they're going in. But I think that's the wrong direction that you should go in. You should have been building up Sanity. You brought them up. Why don't you just actually take advantage of bringing up somebody from NXT instead of just wasting away again with one of your talents? Come on, WWE. And, of course, The Miz and Maurice get the upper hand over Daniel Bryan. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this because, quite frankly, there's not much to talk about this. The Miz advertised his new show on USA, and he gave Daniel Bryan a big boot and the skull-crushing finale to end SmackDown Live. So that's it. That was SmackDown tonight. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. It'd be much appreciated. Don't forget, next week, 2-year anniversary right here on YouTube. Jason Funny, the Bailey Buddies. I'll have my brother Andrew, Andy Cool, trying to get David Awesome on here. Those are the ones I have so far. Try to get Mom on here. Trying to get David Awesome on here as well, amongst others. So, all that, plus a review of SmackDown. But until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.